Um, yeah, I wanted to make a video talking about this, the idea of Mortal Kombat versus Marvel. Now, I mean, I'm sure, I know I ain't the only person, that's had that idea. I mean, I seen somebody where somebody said they ought to make it. Yeah, and it's a good idea. And if it does, I don't want to see it if it ain't an M mature rating. It can't have bloody gory fatalities and be like Mortal Kombat is. But yeah, you could have Spider-Man and Captain America and Wolverine and the Hulk and She-Hulk. Like She-Hulk could be against Shiva, and Jax could be against Hulk. I mean, I thought about Goro against Hulk, but I guess Goro just wouldn't be in there. And Shang Tsung against Doctor Doom or Magneto. Now I'd have God Kane be in this game here to be against Doctor Doom or Magneto. Like something happens and like Liu Kane and him both exist. Like he something happens and causes him to form out of Liu Kane or something. I'd have all the original cast from Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, and Johnny Cage would be in this, and Kung Lao and Quan Chi. Now and maybe even Melina. I'd have it be a pretty good sized roster. I mean, now who would be Sony against? I mean, I guess it could be X-23, the clone, the female version like Wolverine. Maybe Johnny Cage against Deadpool, because Deadpool's like kind of goofy, how and Johnny Cage goes on. I mean, Thor could be against Raiden, like somebody said, and Spider-Man against Luke Cage. I'm sure they probably really wouldn't be no rivals. It'd probably just be another storyline where all the characters interact with each other and fight each other. I mean, Wolverine would be in it, Baraka, Maybe the story could be, Galactus is going to take over or destroy Earth in some way. The elder god stop him and like send him down into Earth and like shrink him where he ain't as big, but he's like bigger than Shao Kahn, but not that huge. And you have to fight him at the end of the game, and maybe you can unlock him. He winds up being playable and Shao Kahn, like in versus DC Universe. Yeah, I'd have tag mode be in this game too. Maybe even in the story mode of the game. I mean, I like to see it. I mean, there's a lot of, good games that, other crossovers in Mortal Kombat could have. Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, Tekken, and against Marvel. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't want to see it if there wasn't no blood. Yeah, and Iron Man would be against, Sector. Maybe, Katana against Captain America. Stuff like that, Wolverine against Baraka. And I want to see Shang Tsung actually disguise himself and take forms of other characters. He didn't even do that in versus DC Universe. He didn't take control of anybody's body or anything like that. So I'd want him to see him. I'd want to see him do that in this game. It'd be really good if it was done right. In verse mode, because I'm tired of not being no verse mode in Mortal Kombat game. Because there ought to be one where you can pick your fighter and fight who you want to fight against. Yeah, Ghost Rider against Scorpion, Iceman versus Sub-Zero. Definitely. It'd be something to see. Oh hell, this game it would sell big anyway, even if it was toned down. You know it would. That people would be buying it. That it'd become a hit to see that. You know, like Street Fighter X Tekken and Tekken X Street Fighter, it's gonna wind up being a big hit. You know it is. Seeing two of the biggest fighting franchises, you know, colliding against each other. Mortal Kombat's one of the biggest two. But I'd really like to see it. I mean, it'd be, you know, a good matchup. And definitely, you know, like I said, Kung Lao and Quan Chi being in it because they didn't get to be in versus DC Universe. They were supposed to be in DLC, but you know why they didn't wind up being in there? Because they figured they didn't want to give them stupid fatalities where it was all toned down. Because you know what Kung Lao's fatalities is, where he chops you in half with his hat and all that stuff. I mean, what was they going to do? Have a gay one where he throws his hat and knocks you out or kills you by just hitting you in the face? I mean, you know, that would have been stupid. But yeah, I'd like to see Mortal Kombat versus Marvel. I mean, it'd be something to see. I mean, especially you'd have the Avengers in there, Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk, Captain America. So Hawkeye would be in there against Nightwolf. But yeah, I mean, it'd be a good game if it was done right. But like I said, I don't want to see it be toned down for it to happen. I mean, I remember, you know, I think it was on ehubs.com. It was talking about, you know, blood causing Mortal Kombat, keeping Mortal Kombat from more crossovers. Well, that's what Mortal Kombat is. That's what, you know, the new Mortal Kombat went back to, them good bloody fatalities and blood and all that stuff. I mean, there's no fatalities in the story mode. Nobody, or not, you just beat somebody up and that's it. But, it'd be something to see. You know, 15, 20 characters from each side or something. Count the boss characters. But, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. But, take care. Bye.